Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel, where it is time for the match preview of probably the biggest game of Liverpool's season so far. It is Liverpool against Manchester City, with the Reds losing back-to-back against Burnley and Brighton. Yes, I can't believe I just said that. Burnley and Brighton. They welcome Manchester City to Anfield, who haven't conceded a goal since Chelsea away the 3rd of January. Makes it quite ominous, doesn't it? But joining me for the preview is my very good friend, Mr Dominic Rich. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm having a great week. City winning, City doing well, and Liverpool, they dropping points all over the place.
Yeah, it has been a very, very good week. And would you say this is your best chance of winning at Anfield?
Actually, we are playing Liverpool at Anfield at a very, very good time. And if Burnley beat Liverpool, Brighton, why can't City do the same thing? But the funny thing about the Premier League is that could all go out the window when it comes to a big clash like this. It's not a derby, but it's a rivalry that has been brewing for some time. And the fact that Liverpool City are one of Liverpool's biggest rivals. We only beat Liverpool by 1 point when we the 18-19 season, and then the 19-20 Liverpool won the title and City came in second. So you see where I'm getting at. The top teams in the Premier League by a distance for the last few seasons, but Liverpool has fell off hard. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. It's the injuries. The injuries to all the centre backs, and there's a few other players in between there who are injured, and then there comes an imbalance where a Henderson, a Fabinho has to slot in, and then those two have had their injury problems, and Liverpool does not play that well with Henderson. When Henderson isn't playing well, when Henderson isn't playing, I should say, and then that logic goes out the window because Henderson did play against Brighton, and look at what happened.
Yeah, it is. It's been a very, very weird time of it recently, and but the thing is, the one thing that really has annoyed me is the fact we've only taken 7 points out of 21 against the so-called lesser sides. Yeah. And we're unbeaten against, the top sides, albeit for this weekend. We are unbeaten against the top sides in the league this season. So, it has to be said that is a big, big problem for us. But let's talk about City, because it's been pretty, pretty good. As I said, you haven't conceded a goal since the 3rd of January. So what's changed in the City camp recently?
The mentality, of course, has changed, and I think Pep had to reassess his strategy and his tactics from last season and before, because teams were beginning to figure City out, that they could just sit back, defend well, and then counter-attack and win and pick up points against City. And we struggled last season, man. Last season was a very, forgettable season for a City fan. And after what happened last year, we had to bounce back. Yeah. Even Olympic Lyon in the Champions League, they implemented that tactic and beat us. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that we were very bad. It's just that we played our same style of football, and we were expansive. We had a lot of the ball, most of the ball in the games, but we were still getting beaten. But that mentality, it seems, it has been weeded out, and a fresh way of thinking has come into the team. You see what I mean? The team has not been complacent as they were at the beginning of the season. And I think Pep realized really early in the season that, whatever I'm doing here isn't going to work. I need to start being more pragmatic in my approach. And he has. And remember when Pep used to play two holding midfielders early on in the season, and that's when the form started coming. We stopped shipping a whole lot of goals. And I think that has been the key. Our defense has been a lot better than it was previously. And that is the key. We've only conceded 13 goals this season. That is nuts.
That is mental. And one of the reasons of that is a forgotten man has just transformed himself, John Stones.
I'm telling you, man, the metamorphosis of John Stones. We thought that this guy was over. I wanted John Stones out the club. I'm telling you. He was that bad. He was that bad. You see what I'm saying? He was entering into the realm of a Phil Jones type player. And I just wanted him out. But from what I've understood, he was going through some personal things. And you and I, you know when you're going through personal things, it could affect your work and everything and the way you perform. And he has seemingly got over those issues. And he's back to his. It's hard to say that he is back to his best. I don't think he has ever been this good. Mm-hmm. He's showing the maturity, and he's just showing, that like the mental fortitude that Pep Guardiola and City know that he has. We paid big money for John Stones, and it's about time he repay the faith shown by the club.
Absolutely. And another man who has really transformed himself is Ilkay Gundogan. Now, I know you've been his biggest critic, but I tell you, he's been on absolute fire recently.
Yeah, most goals for the club in the Premier League this season. It says it all. You know what I mean? And it's exemplary of the way we've been playing. We haven't been overly expansive, scoring 4 and 5 in every game, but everyone is chipping in. That's the danger with this Man City team. You could get goals from anywhere. Yeah. And that's the thing. Everyone is contributing. Even the guys off. When you look at City's bench, the bench is scary. You see what I mean?
It's scary. Yeah.
But Pep don't use the bench anyways. We should know that.
Yeah.
Pep used one sub in the last game. I think last 2 games. Some games he don't even use any.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I have to talk about Liverpool, and I know you cover them a lot on your channel. What have you made of Liverpool this season?
Before I talk about Liverpool, though, we have to touch on one more player, and that's Ruben Diaz.
Oh,
matter of fact, yeah. Matter of fact, I'll touch on 2 players, Joao Cancelo.
Yes.
These 2 guys have been so good, and I think they have made the team a lot better. And Joao Cancelo is a right back, but he mostly plays in midfield during the games. Have you realized that?
Yeah, I have.
So I think that's something that Pep has added, packing the midfield, you know what I mean? Packing the midfield with more players, because you could afford to do that with the way John Stones and Ruben Diaz have been playing, and Rodri as well, flying under the radar, and he has been playing well. But for Liverpool, though, Liverpool is a team that anyone should fear. You can't count Liverpool out. Never, ever count Liverpool out. And I think that they were hampered after that Everton game. That Everton game was the game where Liverpool's season just went pear-shaped. Maybe some people may not see it that way, seeing that the games weren't played as yet. But if you have been following Liverpool since Virgil van Dijk joined the club, you should know that. This is the man, I think, who single-handedly changed Liverpool's team, because you're not going to win anything without a shaky defense. And this guy came in and he was a pillar at the back for Liverpool. Yes. And I think when he went down, you got to blame Jordan Pickford for that. You know what I'm saying? So Liverpool fans probably has a picture of Jordan Pickford in their rooms, and have the whole, the voodoo shrine and all of that underneath it, candles and everything, just trying to smite Jordan Pickford because, that was a nasty tackle, man. You don't see this. When you really think back about it, that was a nasty tackle.
It was.
You know what I mean?
It was. But I mean, I can probably put our sort of position to what you guys were going through last season, because you had to play Rodri, you had to play Fernandinho at the back, but to be fair, it's Klopp's fault. He hasn't, strength. Okay, albeit, the January transfer window, he's strengthened with, Ben Davis and Ozan Kabak, one of which I think may start against City, but it is a big game to bring themselves into.
Listen, please, I beg you, please, Liverpool, start them. Start both of them, as a matter of fact, against City. Start them. Even start one of them. It would be the biggest mistake ever made by Klopp. Klopp has been a bit shaky in his selection recently, if you haven't noticed. And I think in the last game against Brighton, Curtis Jones should have played. From what he did against West Ham United, Curtis Jones should have started that game. He adds something different. He is very ambitious, and he is very good on the ball, and he has that killer pass. James Milner does not have that pass. If he had it, he doesn't have it anymore. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
please, could somebody tell me, how has James Milner been on the assist charts lately? But Curtis Jones came on immediately against West Ham. And what he did? He set up Salah. Bam.
Set up Salah.
You see?
Yeah.
So, look. Look, man, Klopp has been making some mistakes. You have to point the finger at Klopp. You did good things, but look, as they say, you are only as good as your last job.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't care.
And that's it, because the fact is that, this season is very, very strange. It's, everyone's going through, obviously, COVID. The players will be mentally knackered. The fact that they've been going at this for 3 years as well, they will be knackered, and fatigue will definitely come in. But that's no excuse, because I know there's other people like Ryan. He's a big Liverpool fan, but I'm not all about excuses. I just see the realistic picture, and unfortunately, we're just not playing very, very well. So for me, this is Manchester City's biggest chance to beat Liverpool for the first time since 2003-2004.
At Anfield, though. Yeah. At Anfield. But look, going back to Klopp. Klopp has to get it right. The players have to step up and take responsibility as well. And it's also it will be a very tricky game for Liverpool, because I think Klopp might want to actually bring back Sadio Mane. I think he might actually want to bring back Fabinho for this game. And that may not be the right thing to do. Yeah. Because these players have missed 2 and 3 games each. They won't be match sharp coming into the game. I know it's a big occasion and they may rise to the occasion, but you're coming back from an injury where you haven't really tested it properly yet. Against a Man City team who's going to be running the entire game. You think Leeds United run the entire game? City City has the ball, the passing the ball, the movement on and off the ball for the entire game is very, very good. The best passing record in the league as well. To come in under such intense situation will be tough. And that's why I say, please start Ben Davies. Please. I beg you, start him. And you would see. You would see what will happen. Who would play next to Davies if he starts? I have a sneaky feeling if Fabinho is fit, it'll be Henderson and Fabinho at the back again. I have a feeling it will be that, because Klopp, for some reason, you want to trust the players you bring in, but then you're gonna be. It's Man City. I just can't. I just can't do that. You see what I'm saying? And then if he does it, and then it doesn't work, it'll be like, But if he plays Henderson and Fabinho and it doesn't work, then people are going to say, you should have played the freaking guys that you brought in. You know what I mean?
Yes.
What's going on with what do you feel about the Thiago effect, though? I was talking just now in my live stream about the whole Thiago hype, and that maybe Liverpool does not need Thiago. You ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that?
I think we'll be bought him. I think it was going to take him time. I think the fact that he came in August, and I think it's September. I think he came as well. I think the fact that he came in, I think it's taken him a little bit of time to get used to the English game. I think we're seeing now that if he had Van Dijk and Gomez with him, I think he would play better. The fact that the back four or the centre backs have changed constantly, I don't think has really helped them.
Yeah, you have a great point there. You have a great point. But the thing is, what I'm saying is that you guys are playing very well. And I know I'm only speaking in hindsight. You guys are playing perfectly fine without Thiago. You brought him in the team, and he has looked to help you at times. But there's been more games played where Liverpool has dropped points with Thiago than picked up 3 points with Thiago.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you how it is. A lot of people might say, you're talking BS. Just take a look at it. Take a look at the games.
That's what I like about you. That's what I like about you is you talk facts, and I listen to them. I listen to them. The fact that people can't take a fact that you talk absolute facts, not absolute rubbish.
Yeah.
I just think the sometimes when I'm watching like your live streams that I think some of the people in your live chat think, don't know what Dominic's talking about. Don't know what Dominic's talking about. I'm just sitting there watching, and I'm like mesmerized by you basically talking facts.
Yeah. You have to, bro. You have to. You can't go around boot licking. You see what I'm saying? You can't be this yes man and maybe he'll come good. No, come good. You're getting paid. You see what I'm saying? You're getting paid. Come good. You know what my boss says? You know what my boss says when you tell my boss like, but what I've done over the years, I've done really good over the years. That's just one little mistake I made. Why you want to punish me for this? You know what he's going to say? You got paid for what you done. You're only as good as your last job.
Yeah.
If you're not getting results, I have to bring you here for a review. Okay?
Yeah.
No way Liverpool should have Thiago in their team against Burnley, Burnley. And Brighton, and you're losing. It's unacceptable. I don't care what nobody wants to say. It's unacceptable. You lost to Southampton too. I can't remember if he played that game. But these are unacceptable defeats. Unacceptable. I know Man United have not been winning against the top 6 teams. They have not really been doing well against top 6 oppositions. But they're doing better against the teams they're supposed to beat. Nobody says they're supposed to beat a City or Liverpool. Yeah, if you want to win the title, you must pick up good results against them. But at least you're not losing to the bottom teams. I know they did lose to Sheffield, but it has not been a trend.
Yeah.
And
It is. It's just one of those things. But I take your Thiago point on board, and I think, I don't think he should have started in Burnley. I don't think he should have started in Brighton. I think you should just rest him for. I think he will definitely play against City. So coming on to obviously team selections, what do you think the team Pep Guardiola will play on Sunday?
Bro, I don't know. I don't even listen. Pep's mind, his mind is working a little differently. I don't even know. He made 5 changes in the last game, and look at the result. Pep could make 5 more changes again and still get a great result. Because in this game, you take a sip of water before I get into this. In this game, right? I think a player like Fernandinho would be perfect for this game because of his grittiness and his experience. And the fact that Fernandinho has, more history playing against Liverpool than Rodri.
Yeah.
He would want to be a beast in mid. As a matter of fact, City might even go in with both of them. City might even go in with both of them. I don't want to go in too defensive, but I think we have been playing more defensively than more attacking. You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't think he will go with this, and I don't want to go in and act like I'm parking the bus or anything, because I just want to be very, very sure at the back that we put out the best defensive team that we possibly can, so that we can stop Liverpool from scoring. Because to be honest, a draw against Liverpool, who will try to rise to the occasion here, will be a great result. A draw would be a great result for City. It will not be such a great result for Liverpool. You see what I mean? Because then you still be behind Leicester, still be behind United, and other teams could pass you pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
You know, so for me, it's a tricky one, because it's a very tricky one. But I was saying previously that I would actually want to go very defensive, maybe play Laporte at left back again. But Laporte lacks the impetus. He doesn't add nothing going forward.
Yeah.
He doesn't add anything at all going forward. So I'm looking at play Joao Cancelo at left back, play Kyle Walker at right back, Stones, Diaz, Edison. In the DM position, I would start Fernandinho ahead of Rodri. Okay. Simply because of Fernandinho. You need Fernandinho for that big game. You could always take him off. In the midfield, I don't think Kevin De Bruyne will be fit enough for this game. If he's on the bench, great. If Aguero is on the bench, great. But I don't think any of those players are going to start this game. I would continue. It's a tricky one to predict here. And I would go with Gundogan has to play. But who plays alongside Gundogan? Are we going to play a Phil Foden alongside Gundogan? Or we going to continue with Bernardo Silva? I have a feeling Phil Foden is going to play. The last time we played Liverpool, Ferran Torres started the game. I don't want Ferran Torres to start, but you don't know what Pep's going to do. Maybe Pep has a plan and he sees something that Ferran Torres could exploit. You see what I mean? And he may not want to play Mahrez in this game, because Mahrez does hold on to the ball a little bit longer than he should. You know, so who knows? Bernardo could play over there. Maybe he'll throw Sterling on that. We don't know what this man is going to do. Jesus will start. Sterling, I don't even know if he's going to start Sterling in this game. We could see a situation where it's Foden starting over there too. The whole point I'm trying to make is City has so many weapons at their disposal right now, so many different options that could hurt teams, and Liverpool do not.
Yeah.
Liverpool do not.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely. So what do you think about the 11 that you guys would feel?
Oh, do you know what? I mean, obviously, I know Kelleher was in goal yesterday against Brighton, but it's whether Alisson will be fit. I know
what is going on with Alisson though?
Yeah, he's missed a couple of games. He's missed a couple due to injury, and he missed one yesterday for illness. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, what I honestly don't know. I looked at the lineup and I didn't watch down in the in the goalkeeping position, because I knew it would be Alisson. It wasn't until during watching the game I heard a commentator said Kelleher. I'm like, what? I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You see what I mean? So would he be fit for City? Maybe. Most likely he will be. But you know, Alisson he's conceding goals too.
Yes.
See what I mean?
So right, I'll give you what I would like to see, and then I think I'll give you what Klopp would probably see. So I like Alisson Becker. I would like Trent Alexander-Arnold. If fit, Fabinho, Henderson, Robertson, and then Thiago, Gini, Curtis Jones, Salah, Mane. I think Mane will be fit. Firmino.
Yeah,
But what I
that is Liverpool's strongest 11. That is the strongest 11 right now. You
yeah,
know, so you don't think they'll play any of the new centre backs from the start here?
I can't see it. I honestly can't see it. I think the only one who I think would probably start would probably be Kabak. But that's a big if, I think.
So what do you think Klopp will do?
Do you know what? I've got a feeling it will be Alisson. I actually think Alisson will make it, but obviously if he doesn't, then obviously it'll be Kelleher. Alexander-Arnold, I think he will probably go with Kabak, and then Fabinho, and then Robertson, and then I think it'll be Thiago, Gini, Henderson, Mane, Salah, Firmino.
Yeah, song's just about right. Song's just about right, but it's hard. It's a hard one to predict. The game is hard to predict, even though Liverpool are coming into this on the back of a loss. But we've seen what Liverpool want to do against the better teams. We see. You see what I'm saying? But the whole thing is, are Manchester City gonna be as complacent and diabolical as a Tottenham Hotspur in defense? I don't see it.
No.
I don't see it. Are they going to be like West Ham? Are they going to show Liverpool the respect West Ham show Liverpool? No, it ain't going to happen. I think David Moyes showed Klopp way too much and Liverpool way too much respect before a ball was even kicked. And Liverpool said, you know what I mean? You have that inferiority complex already and we're going to beat you. With City, it's not that way. Liverpool are probably coming into this game with all kinds of things going on in their heads, thinking, oh man, if we lose this, it's a wrap for sure, it's a wrap. Because if Liverpool don't win this, City will indeed go 10 points ahead. With a game in hand, you can just say it's 13 points ahead. And if that happens, that's an unassailable lead in terms of Liverpool actually catching up.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with that in mind, and with City's poor record at Anfield, what is your score prediction?
Well, to be honest, Doug, I don't see us losing this game simply because if you go back and you check the last six times City have played Liverpool, six, and that goes all the way back to the Champions League quarterfinal. Since we got battered by Liverpool in the Champions League quarterfinal, we have only lost to Liverpool once, and that was at Anfield. That was last season when the Oxlade-Chamberlain and the Fabinho goal and the Salah goal. Listen, I don't usually remember anything from any game, but you see this game, I remember that game. I was at work. It was on a weekend. I can't remember if it was a Sunday. And I kept talking about November 10th. As a matter of fact, I used to say November 9th, and I think the date had switched. And I was looking forward to this game, and I couldn't believe what we did in the game. It was just one of the worst performances you could ever, I was like, how are we getting sliced up and diced up like this? Shot from distance twice, Salah, that ball played in, Salah just took it, and it was like, oh my God, what is going on here? Very controversial game, but we came back in the reverse fixture at the Etihad and absolutely battered Liverpool after they had won the title. Everybody saying, oh, you know what, it's, we punch drunk, I don't think Liverpool were drunk. City just battered Liverpool on the day. I would love for that to happen again. It will be a very difficult thing, but now would be the right time. The earlier game this season, a 1-1 draw. So 6 games, City have beat Liverpool 3 times, Community Shield included, but twice in the Premier League and 2 draws. Tell me who got the edge here. Tell me who has the edge here.
City.
You see what I'm saying? We should have won the game at the Etihad too if De Bruyne didn't miss that damn penalty. We should have won that game.
Yeah, you should have won that game.
You see what I'm saying? So, look, my prediction for this one, I'm gonna be very confident here because we're not conceding a lot of goals. Liverpool's attack hit and miss right now. We have a very good defense. We have a capable goalkeeper, very, very good. And I think Liverpool are low on confidence right now, but this could be the ideal game for them to get their confidence back going. But the home form, bro. This is 3 games. What is this? 3 games now at Anfield without a single goal?
We haven't scored in the league since December at Anfield.
You lost to Brighton. You lost to Burnley. You even drew to freaking West Brom at home. The home form has been, it's not there. Non-existent. And it's like, it's nothing. It seems like it's nothing without the fans.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys' home form has been bad for the last year, you know. You lost to Atleti. You lost to freaking Atalanta at home. You've lost a lot of games at home, and after going on that 68 unbeaten streak at home, simply unacceptable. This is your fortress. You can't be losing to Brighton and Burnley at home. Listen, this game, boy, it's a hard one to predict. Are we gonna concede? It has been such a long time. We haven't been conceding a lot of goals. Oh boy, what's gonna? This one is very, very hard to predict. You know, it is hard to predict. I think. You know, a lot of records have been breaking this season.
Yeah.
Teams winning at certain places for the first time. Look at Brighton. Brighton have not beaten Liverpool anywhere since 1984.
Yeah.
So why can't City break the Anfield jinx?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for a convincing. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 win for Man City. I'm gonna be confident here. No way I can go in talking about no draw or no loss. It can happen. But I'm not going for that to happen. I'm going to go for City to win this game 2-0. Gabriel Jesus on the score sheet, along with Raheem Sterling to rub salt in the wound, former Liverpool player. And he celebrates. He runs from the cup end to the next end, and he slides.
Well, I hope that does not happen for my sake, especially. As you say, it's a very, very tricky one to predict. I'm going to be honest here. We must win this game to stand any chance of being back in this title race, because at this moment in time we're completely out of it. 7 points is a big, big gap. It's must win. I don't see us winning it though. I am going to go head. Head says 2-1 City. My heart says 1-1. I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Fair enough, Doug. Fair enough. And you see, that's another thing I like about you. You're not delusional, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not delusional. You're not delusional. I know Liverpool could win the game. You know City could win the game. You know what I'm saying? We know it could go anyway. Both teams are very good regardless to what's going on right now with Liverpool. I know Liverpool are still a very good team. They have been hampered by the injuries. But, and as I was saying, the injuries put FSG in a very, very tricky spot, because you cannot go out and bring in a 40 million euro or 40 million pound defender. If you do that, what becomes of Joe Gomez, a Matip, a Van Dijk, whoever you bring in will eventually partner with Van Dijk. What becomes of those other players? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you need 2 center backs. You cannot bring in 2 marquee signings. It's not gonna happen. No. Even Pep was reluctant to bring in a big center back. You see? Yeah. And from what happened last season, he realized he had to. He got rid of Otamendi. He brought in Ake, and he brought in Ruben Diaz. And it's no looking back. What last season is history.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a very, very interesting game on Sunday, and City definitely go into the game definitely on form. But I just wanted to say a big, big thank you to you, Dominic, for coming on the channel and previewing the game. And I have to say this as well: congratulations on 41k subscribers. Very, very well deserved.
Thank you. And you're on the cusp of hitting 1,000. So hopefully in February you should hit 1,000. But just remember, from someone who have gathered 41,000 subs, it's just a number. Don't make it phase you too much, because most of the people who subscribe might never come back to watch, or they might come back and only watch the videos that they subscribe for. And with me, I picked up subscribers covering the World Cup tournaments, like AFCON, the Gold Cup, the Copa America, and I'm not gonna get those guys back until those tournaments come around. So sometimes people get it misconstrued with the view to subscriber ratio and all of that. It doesn't matter how much subscribers you have. You know what I mean? You and I, we're doing the same thing, and you shouldn't let that get to your head. You see what I'm saying? So just keep on doing what you're doing. Keep up the consistency. Never stop the grind. And you and I both have a real job. We're doing our thing and still doing this. So if you're watching this right now, guys, definitely smash the thumbs up button for the effort. We give you guys 37 minutes or so worth of quality content. You know what I'm saying? So guys, subscribe to my channel. The link would be in the description box down below. And Doug, it was a pleasure being on your channel. I think this is the second time now I'm on your channel, right?
Second time. Time.
And we did it for the City Liverpool games. Hopefully I'll be on to talk about some other things in the future, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, guys, please go and check Dominic out. Really, really great YouTuber, great friend as well. And we'll see what happens on Sunday. But yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed watching this, then please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button on Dominic's channel and on my channel as well. Share the video out if you want to as well. And leave us your starting 11s and leave your prediction for the game as well. But until then, from myself and Mr. Dominic Rich, we will say goodbye. Enjoy the game on Sunday, and we'll see you later. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.
Peace.